Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day today. Good day for me. I was kind of looking at my fragrances. I was just having a quick look. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just look at stuff. And I got an idea for a video. So I stopped mid my tracks. I'm going to do it right now because if I don't, I might forget about it. Guys, that happens a lot. You'd be surprised how many times I'm going to do this video. That'd be cool. And I don't write it down or, and 3 days later I'm sitting and, what was that video I was going to do? I can't remember. I'm getting old. Leave me alone. So anyway, because I was looking at my friends like, oh, I love this one, and I love this one, and I love this one, and I love them all. But what 10 would I wear? What are my 10 favorite fragrances right now? Um, I might have done something like this before, but stuff changes. And as of right now, these 10 will be my favorite fragrances of all times. Now, I boiled it down to 20, and it was just really hard. But then I realized about 10 of the 20, actually 10 of the 20, were ones that I really like, but I just haven't spent enough time with. Um, so the first 10 are going to be my favorite 10 right now. Pretty much every one of them is, I would, in a heartbeat, put these on. Not even think twice. I love them. These other 10 I'm going to show you are the ones that could have been in there and probably will at some point in the near future when I spend a little more time with them. I just haven't got enough time with them. Some of them I've had for a couple of years, but I just haven't worn quite enough yet. But I love what I have worn them. The few times that I have worn them, I've loved it. So they could easily take, any one of these could take the place of any one of these. I also kept nostalgia out of it for the most part. I didn't want to include, stuff because of my grandfather, my father, no Old Spice or Brood or English Leather, or ones that just have meaning to me, like Preferred Stock, Chaps, Jupe, Canoe, Obsession. If you'd like to see a video on the nostalgia sense, my top nostalgia sense, and a quick little reason why they're nostalgic, let me know. I'll gladly do it. If you don't, well, okay. I'll probably do it anyway if I remember it. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to give you the first 10 are my favorite 10 of all time right now. And you're going to notice something about my list. Uh, I tend to like older fragrances. So a lot of them are going to be old school. Not a lot of sweet, modern, bubblegummy, metrosexual, masculine kind of sense on here. It's not my jam. Don't like, don't dislike a lot of stuff I like Dior Homme, Dior Homme. I mean, you know what I mean. I like a lot of those scents, but they're just not my favorites. These ones these ones are right now my favorites, and these ones in the future will quite possibly be. Some of them will take the place of some of these at some point in time. Guarantee it. Also, I didn't disinclude fragrances that are hard to get or discontinued or pricey or anything like that because they are what they are. So, yeah, let's start out right away with one some of you are going to hate. Thumb down this video immediately once you see it. That's Sauvage. I know. Oh, when this came out, there was nothing like it. I mean, Blue Day Chanel, but there's completely different scents, honestly. They're the same type of scent in the the mass appeal type thing, but I just really like Sauvage. I love the way it smells. This is the EDT. It could be the EDP. Not the Parfum. I don't like the Parfum. It's too goes sour on me. But this or the EDP. Sauvage. Yeah. Metallic Ambroxan. Yeah. Fresh. I like the metal cap or the magnetic cap. It's one of the best in the game, if not the best. So, yeah. Another Dior Fahrenheit. Christian Dior Fahrenheit. Again, one of the ones that probably does have a little bit of a nostalgia feel. I know it does. It's very nostalgic for me, but yeah. Violet, woody, masculine. gasoline-y fragrance. Just it is what it is. And these aren't reviews, guys. Most of you just smell most of these, I hope. Sorry, my nose is acting up and smelling fragrances all day. Just like I said, staring at my fragrances, smelling them, deciding which ones I like. So if I pause from time to time, just smelled like 40 fragrances the last hour. Paco Rabanne Pour Homme, the original. Fresh, clean, green, soapy. Yeah. Unapologetically 70s masculine, and it doesn't care. You knew it was going to be on here. Windsor Pour Homme. Sweet cherry pipe tobacco and woods with a hint of oud. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Probably my favorite of all time right now is coming up next. You know what? No, I'm going to save that for last. Keeping the suspense. So next is one again that is hard to get. Maybe it's just Canute. I'm not sure. Seems a little pricey online when I look, but that's Opium by Yves Saint Laurent. Not the new one. I've smelled the new one, and it's not bad. It's pretty damn close, but this older version just has a little bit more, a little je ne sais quoi to it. You know what I mean? So, well, the new one's fine. If that's all you can get your hands on, you're not going to be disappointed. It smells, pretty much the same. It just doesn't have the same kick. And this stuff has got a kick. Whew, does it ever. Cinnamon, spice, and woods, and this effervescent sparkle off the top. Again, masculine, somewhat throwbackish, but absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Speaking of old school, I got Johnson Baby Powder and Cool Water Cologne. Say about Cool Water. Aquatic, green, fresh. You know it. Everybody knows it. I don't care who you are. You've smelled Cool Water. You may not even know you smell Cool Water, but you smelled Cool Water. And it's just great. This is my old ass bottle too. Look how much I got left. We left. And the writing's wearing off, and that's great. Gravity. I said it. I talked about it earlier. It's one of my favorites. It's an easy go, easy wear kind of fragrance for me. Leather, spice, woods, a bit of freshness, almost an aquatic tinge to it. This is, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Reminds me of kind of like late 80s, early 90s fragrances that were still heavy into the leathers and the fougères and things like that. Because this has essences of that. But it also has, like I said, this freshness, this nouveau masculine that was starting to come out with a fresh kind of vibe, more fresher kind of vibe, aquatic kind of vibe that the mid-90s was really starting to push into the 2000s. It's kind of a bridge, a go-between those two style fragrances. And there's always ones that you can find like that from each kind of decade. And this really is it for me. This does that for me. It takes the best of the old school at the time, the 80s and the 90s, early 90s, and kind of brings in the best of the new school, the freshness, the aquatic kind of vibe, the lighter florals, things like that. It's just great. Great. Asaro Visit. I love this stuff. I loved it from first smell. I know it's hit or miss, but it's a dry, woody, soft but not weak scent. And I just love the bottle and the sprayer. It puts out a lot of juice, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dry, woody scent. Honestly, it's just gorgeous. And of course, the classic of classics, Drakkar Noir. I mean, how could you do a top 10 and not include Drakkar Noir? Especially if you're 40 like me. You've got to have Drakkar Noir on there. Like, the quintessential barbershop fragrance. Fougere, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. So that was a quick 10 of my favorite right now, right at this very minute. But I guarantee if I did this video maybe 6 months from now, definitely a year from now, a couple of them are going to be gone and replaced by a couple of these. I just need more time with these because these are all great too. We'll start out with Prada Luna Rosa, or Prada Black, I mean. Slightly spicy, Tonka powdery kind of vibe to it. Very nice, very classy. I love it. I do. Get into a Tom Ford here. Tom Ford Gray Vetiver. I love the softer vetiver that's in this. It's not that dang gross vetiver. It's the cleaner, fresher, somewhat green, somewhat woody kind of vetiver with a nice sparkling ginger citrus kind of thing off the top. It just sparkles. Great fragrance, great fragrance. Another Tom Ford Beau de Jour, takes that classic Fougere DNA like I was talking about from the 80s, 70s, and 80s into the 90s and just modernizes it and gives it a bit of that Tom Ford magic. You know what I mean? It's just great. It's just great. Somebody's gonna hate me, but I don't care. Bentley Absolute for Men. I love the woody, spicy woody kind of aspect. Real woody, dry. Another dry woody. You know this. I like the dry woody scents, right? A dry woody kind of scent. Some people say they get pencil shavings off it. Hey, you know, I get a little bit of that, and it's cool. I like that. I like the smell of a pencil when it's sharpened. Going straight still to the House of Bentley. Bentley Intense for Men. You know what it is. Woody, rum, spicy booze, all that stuff. Just a gorgeous leather. It's again another bit of an old school feel to it, and it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Speaking of black fragrances, let's go with Bulgari Man in Black. Now I have the big bottle. You guys seen I did a review, but I went back a couple days later, and then when I was oh, you bought that? You were supposed to get this too. Purchased with Bulgari. It's a 20 little. I love miniatures. I don't know why, I just do. And little miniature bottle of Bulgari Black. And it's not even a splash. Usually it's a splash. It's a spray. It's like this little nozzle. Look at it. It's so tiny. Yeah. Again, spicy, powdery, woody, with a nice underlying boozy kind of vibe to it. Just great. Just great. Dior Elixir. Now I know this is going to replace one of these ones here very shortly because this is getting close to it. I have had it for a couple of years now. I haven't worn it a lot because it's so strong. I find it a very situational fragrance. You know what I mean? Like I've got to have just the right weather, just the right attire, just the right feeling to want to wear this. But when I do, man, I love every minute of it. This is one of the few that I sit and do this with sometimes. I don't do it with a lot of fragrances, but this is one of the ones I do that with. I love the smell of it. Has a bit of that old school Drakkar kind of vibe to it, but spiced up, modernized. Licorice and clove and nutmeg, a lot of nutmeg, and just gorgeous with a touch of sweetness to it too, of course, because it's modern. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Here's one that I told all you mothers about years ago. It was $19. You can get it on Fragbuy a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago, I believe it was. Maybe a little longer than that, for like $12. No. And now it's $100+ I'm not getting into the $200 range because the designer died, which, maybe added a couple dollars to it, but then it got discontinued. And everybody was like, oh, I'll get a bottle eventually. It's $12. I'll be around forever. And then it got discontinued. Now it's hard to get, expensive, and people are paying through the nose for it. Would I pay that much for it? No, but I'd pay a pretty penny for it. And that's Oscar de la Renta Gentleman. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It's got this champagne somewhat mineralic, salty accord to it. It sparkles and it's classy. It's what you expect from Oscar de la Renta cologne called Gentleman. You know what I mean? Except for the bottle. I don't like the bottle. I find the bottle cheesy. You know, I get it that he was a big Domino guy, loved Dominoes, but I would have put it in a different bottle. But hey, it's just a bottle at the end of the day. What's inside that counts. Kind of like me and you. Boss Bottled Elixir. I haven't even opened it yet because I still got like 10 samples. Again, I love it. It's smoky and woody and sweet and spicy and all that stuff. But a lot like Sauvage Elixir, I find it a very situational scent. Not quite as situational as Sauvage, but still, I've got to be in the right mindset, the right weather, all that stuff to really pull this one off in my mind. And but when I do, God, ooh, yeah. Last on the potential or the potential future favorites of all time, Issey Miyake Blue DC. Not a blue scent. I said it every time I talk about it. This is a green woody scent, and it is dry, very dry. Almost dries your mouth when you spray it. I mean, suppose it would if you sprayed it in there, but you know what I mean. It kind of just feels like it's sucking moisture out of you. It's so dry, but I love it, and it's the cypress in it. This green, woody, dry cypress, and it's just so gorgeous. I mean, there's a lot more going on than that, but that's the main player. That's what you're getting. Now, I promised you I'd tell you my favorite scent of all time. At the end, I saved it till the end. Le Male. Straight up Le Male. It is, I find it more than wearable today. People still love it. People compliment me when I wear it. All that stuff. It's powdery. It's clean. It's fresh, but with a bit of a sweet kind of vanilla and lavender powder. Oh, she's so gorgeous. Ah, yes. I don't care. That'll probably never leave my top 10. It may fall from number 1, but it'll probably never leave my top 10. Kind of like Fahrenheit. It'll never leave my top 10. The rest of them, they could be replaced, but those two will probably always be in there. So yeah, that's it, guys. That was just for fun. Quick little, well, not quick, I guess, but my top 10 as of right now and my potential top 10 in the near future. Tell me what you think. You tell me your top 10 or at least top couple that you really like. And don't worry about what people think. If you like friggin', I don't know, high karate, I mean, whatever, it's you, your nose. We're all different. We all like what we like. So just, yeah. Oh, another one that could potentially be in the top. It's not in the top 10, but it could have. It kind of didn't just barely made out or got kicked out. Was Machino Toy Boy. I like again that dry cedar floral combination. It's really nice spices. Oh. All right, guys. Peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.